Ohio gozaimasu YouTube family. It is 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Well, I guess it's probably almost 8 a.m. now. And we are going to be heading to Cars and Coffee today. I have the Delica warming up. It's all frosted over. It's actually supposed to snow in a few hours too. I don't think anything's gonna stick. It looks like honestly a beautiful day outside. So I don't think anything's really gonna stick, but if it does, we have the Delica. The freaking 180, I don't even wanna go into it right now. Go watch the last video if you haven't. The door panel's off and blah, 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 blah. If I even posted the last video after I got so pissed off at that thing, but nothing wrong with the car, just annoying dealing with door panels and things like that. GTO, I'm gonna leave it here this morning and I'm gonna take the Delica. Only myself, don't have any extra drivers like I did for Cars and Coffee of Greenville. We're going to Cars and Coffee in Easley. Not even sure if it's actually a thing. They didn't create an event this month, but it is the second Saturday. I'm meeting my buddy Alan out there. He's got the MR2. So we'll at least meet up with him and check out his MR2 a little bit and see where this day goes. And we are off. Heat full blast, going onto the windshield, trying to melt some of this ice away. It did pretty well, and the rear windshield too. I have the defrost on that and it melted super quick. And we are off. It's not totally warm up in here yet, but it's not bad. I got my big North Dakota jacket on, so nothing's gonna stop me this morning. Let's go over to QT, meet up with Alan, pick up some morning snacks, maybe some coffee or an energy drink to get a little boost for the morning. I'm over at QT getting my normal snacks, but Alan just back through Starbucks. Typical right-hand drive, bro. He does have a very kawaii MR2. Hey! With the weather this cold and snow in the forecast for a few hours, there's a very good chance, since there was no event posted for Cars and Coffee, that we might be the only ones there. But Alan's behind me in his MR2, JDM MR2 from Japan, that we still have to do a video on, and we should be pulling up here very shortly. Not many of us out here today, but we got a little crowd going. The Delica, Alan's MR2, a couple Miatas, the big dually truck, and the Civic Si. Just a good group of people out here talking and joining our car talk at the 30-degree weather with snow on the way. These Civic Si's are a little bit different, you know. I haven't really looked at these too much. I always enjoy the 4-doors more, and I love the Type R Civics. But they are very interesting. It's not something that you, I don't know, it's not something that I see every day. I don't see too many of these generation coupes running around. The factory, well, not factory, but mostly factory Miata. Supercharged Miata. And the old right-hand drive MR2. We'll do a full video on this at some point. I'm gonna have to do like a nice review video of Alan's MR2, and then I want Alan to drive all 3 of the JDM cars I have in, so he can kind of give his review. The 300 pulling in, I don't know if that's the SRT version or not. Old Easley PD over there. I do like this setting for Cars and Coffee just because it's kind of like right here in the main small railroad town, trains going by all the time. Kind of makes for a cool setting, but Easley's such a small town, we don't get the big Cars and Coffee going like Greenville does.
Yeah, she doesn't get along with others very well.
The 4 or 5 car Cars and Coffee has pretty much come to an end. We're gonna leave the MR2 here for a few minutes. I'm gonna let Alan drive the Delica, and we're gonna go try to take some cool shots of it. We're just kind of messing around, waiting on the snow, seeing what's gonna happen here. Snow should be here any minute now, honestly, but it's probably not gonna stick. We're out here just in the random parts of Easley, heading towards Pickens, getting some rail tracks and an old building that looks pretty abandoned. Alan's got his camera out here. We're gonna take some pictures of the old deli. That thing is just so funny looking to see, like backing around. Man, I love sitting here watching you drive that thing around. It's so cool looking.
The lock, I want to close the door. Just leave it running.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna like automatic lock.
No. Should have brought your plate for the pick, huh? It's all right. Keep turning the Delica around, doing some different shots, different angles. Alan's a train man. He drives trains for a living, and he's got an app on his phone where he can see kind of trains coming, so we should have another train coming pretty soon, so we got it lined up so that we can get a pretty sweet picture with the train going by, hopefully. But this is a really cool little area. It's like an abandoned warehouse or something. Very interesting. We are in luck today. We got the trains and the snow And Alan with his awesome picture skills. I think it sounds like a jet engine coming down. Moving on, maybe go find another location to take some pictures or go get some food. Alan, what do you think about the Delica?
It's nice. I like it a lot.
It's so versatile. So many picture opportunities anywhere we want to go. It feels so funny sitting over here though.
Yeah, I'm so used to driving my MR2 now. I was telling him that it feels like I'm about to nosedive.
It does. We got to do a video on your MR2 soon too. I want to do like a nice review, do some drone shots. This is an oh, what is it? Still says a sign on it too. Riddle Farm Supply.
Yeah, I don't know if they're open anymore though. Definitely not on a Saturday.
Yeah.
25-degree weather.
Just a nice chill day turned into driving around, letting Alan drive the van, seeing if we can find some cool spots for pictures. Out here at this old mill. He used to take pictures of his FCRX7 when he had it back in the day. But such an awesome backdrop. Easily such an old railroad town that has a bunch of like abandoned old places the railroad used to service, and it makes for some sweet pictures. Now we're down here taking these pictures, and I was looking at this Honda Civic over here. I cannot believe what the SI Civics have turned into. Like, that just does not look physically appealing to me at all. I'm all for Honda Civics, SIs, Type Rs. I had a four-door SI myself back in the day, a 9th gen, but I don't know. That just looks really bland and boring and not very good looking to me. They just don't make them like they used to. The snow's starting to pick up and it's awesome. Hopefully we get a little bit sticking. Guys, it is coming down out here pretty good. We should have snow for at least a couple hours. It's like right at freezing, so I'm not sure if it's gonna stick too much. But me and Alan just had some lunch at Zaxby's. He's going to put the MR2 up because this is no MR2 weather for sure. And he's gonna grab his 4Runner and we're gonna come back out and take a few more pictures. First, I'm running back through this drive-through here to get Mason some Zaxby's. Oh man, driving the Delica through this is awesome. The Delica would have been awesome to have for North Dakota. This little bit of snow is nothing. We're back at it, dropped off the MR2, brought out the USDM Surf.
Yep.
We left that at the house though. We got the Delica back out here. We're coming back to the same spot that we were in earlier because obviously snow is gonna make these pictures way cooler.
That's awesome.
This is amazing. Still no 4-wheel drive needed. Probably do a sick snow burnout. Yeah, the camera's wet too. We're not gonna be able to spend much time out here with the snow the way it's coming down. But this area is absolutely awesome in the snow. Way better than no snow. I'll stick some of these pictures at the end of this video that he's taken because these are gonna be some sweet looking pictures. Now if only we could get another train to come by. But this is very unusual. Some of you guys that are seeing this kind of snow and being like, oh, it's nothing. We don't get this snow very often. This is the first one of the season actually, and barely any time does this really ever happen. Maybe once a season. So it's really cool to be able to experience it here in South Carolina. Nothing like North Dakota. It's actually bearable to be outside in this kind of stuff. It's not -30, it's only 30-ish. So this place isn't quite as abandoned as we thought. There's definitely people in there talking and watching TV or something, and some guy just came out and wanted to see what we were up to, but he's cool with us being out here. We were really nice to him, and he told us we had a cool van and take as many pictures we want. Pretty sweet backdrop though. Oh, the Delica. This is perfect for the Delica. Absolutely awesome. My camera's getting too wet though, I'm gonna put it up. She looks so perfectly at home in this weather. So cool. just enjoy the sounds of the snow and the turbo diesel 4-cylinder. It's funny now, it's kind of knocked off some, but the headlights were melting the snow just around the part that was on. We do have 4-wheel drive engaged now. It was struggling a little bit over there in the tall grass and snow. But now with the 4-wheel drive on and the wheels locked, no problem. Not even with the best tires on it either. The fronts are pretty good all-terrains. The back are a little bit more worn. How's that 4-wheel drive feel?
Oh man, good.
I could watch an hour loop of like the snow falling on the Delica with some Japanese music playing. Like, I don't know. Just looks so perfect.
What, they got the chill hip hop continuous line?
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
I was waiting for that guy just to pull out a pistol. Like an old gunfight scene from a Western.
I want to take this thing on down to Cooter Gwynn's and get a nice set of all terrains on it.
Gwynn's tire.
Well, if he don't take care of you, the Piedmont Tire over near my house, they've been awesome.
Holy hell, you weren't kidding.
Dude, the guy's got a fucking shit ton of cars. Everything.
Are they really all Volkswagens too?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
And he's got another lot just around the corner.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm. Dude, you should just start working for the post office. They got the rural carriers or whatever. Make you $19 an hour.
That seems like it would be one of the worst possible jobs to have.
I feel like well, at least you're in the vehicle and staying in there. I beg to differ because Amazon delivery driver sounds like the worst job ever. My buddy does it. It's like,
because you're stopping at pretty much every house still.
Every other house. He said it's so aggravating because the next house you go to is too far away to walk. You got to get in and drive, and it's like in and out, in and out, in and out all day long.
We're out here at another spot. Oh, there it is. There's some kind of like fox, or maybe it's just a dog. Maybe I'm just, yeah, it's just a dog. Hopefully a friendly dog. The dog's just staring at us. But we're just up here looking at this, and it's like got a real like Chernobyl kind of feel into it. Like feel like we're somewhere in the hills of Ukraine or something. Oh yeah, he's going across. I might want to watch this guy. Getting stuff all over my lens, making sure that dog wasn't attacked because it came right up to us and took off running. But just look at that. That is such a cool view. This man over here is going to have some beautiful pictures of this. Snow's definitely slowing down a little bit here. And Alan, we just went our separate ways for now. We went and took some more pictures at a couple other locations. Like I said, I'll put a little montage of the pictures up at the end of this video. You guys can check out if you want to. But now we're gonna head over. Megan and Mason already went over to Megan's family's house, and we're gonna go over there. We're gonna do some sledding around. Of course, we might see some interesting stuff on the way. With snow in the South, and South Carolina especially, usually brings a lot of really stupid and really terrible drivers that aren't prepared for this kind of stuff. We're really out in the country now, boys, out here in between a couple of the cities. All it is farmland for, you know, 20, 30 miles probably, and it's nice. It's so beautiful in the snow. Snow can make just like the most random places the most beautiful places, it seems like. Then you also, I've noticed a lot lately. I mean, we are back in America where everybody drives like an idiot, it seems like anyway, but I get tailgated so much now. I don't know if it's because I'm driving weird cars and people are just speeding up to tailgate the crap out of you to see what you're driving, or if it's just that's just how it is all the time. I can't remember, it's been a while. North Dakota wasn't really, I don't know, that didn't count. That was like the wide open Northwest. Oh man, look at that shot. I hope it looks as beautiful on the screen right now as it does in real life. Once again, we don't get snow here often, so when we do, it's everybody freaks out, everybody enjoys it. And this would definitely shut down school for the next 2 days if it wasn't already the weekend anyway. It's just funny because yesterday they were out of school because of tornadoes and bad weather and floods, and then today it's snowing, like 2-3 inches of snow. Finished with some sledding. Mason's inside warming up. I have Megan with me right now. We're out here in the woods. It's the woods behind her dad's house. It's, I think, like maybe 40 or 50 acres or something like that. And it's all trails and everything. And the Delica probably can't make it down all the trails. Some of them are pretty steep and pretty good incline. And obviously with the snow, a lot of mud and everything. Oh my God, I'm stepping in big mud puddles right now too. I'm gonna get the Delica dirty. But she's gonna get out a few times and video a few nice outside footage of maybe slinging some mud around. Right now, we're just gonna kind of get down into the woods a little bit. Right here, it's not so bad. I did go ahead and put it in 4-wheel drive just because it's snowy and muddy out. I did take it down here last week and it was completely dry and everything. Well, it was a little mushy and I had to put it in 4-wheel drive in one little spot. All right, we were just kind of cruising down and I kind of came to a slowness a little bit and now we're stuck, I think. So Megan's gonna go out and film as I try to back it up and probably put it in 4-wheel low and see if we can get out of this.
Jesus. Good luck.
Thanks.
Not happening. Oh.
How's it look?
Pretty bad.
I gotta take it. Got it dug down. We're gonna have to like floor it back through that. Oh my God. I really need better tires on the Delica, that's the problem. I wanna get a good video. No, it's okay. Megan's gonna push right now. We actually are pretty stuck right now. We're pretty dug deep. And like I've said too many times before, I probably should get tires on this thing before I really do this ever again, especially in the snow. Because right now we've just dug ourselves into a big hole right here. I put a little branch down there, a little piece of wood. Hopefully we might get a little traction on that. And Megan was packing it down a little bit, but I think we're just gonna keep digging. I think we're gonna have to get this one pulled out. Since Megan's gonna try to help push, I don't really have a way to film this, so I'll just hold the camera while we go about it. Yeah, we're doing nothing but spinning right here. Digging ourselves deeper and deeper, really. Anywhere, or is it just digging?
You're digging and you're blowing a lot of black smoke.
That's rolling coal. I feel like we're like moving a little bit.
It's just where you've dug out a really deep hole.
That would be neutral.
Yeah, you're done.
Like even less clearance now. Like with the bumper, it looks like it's like a lowered car.
Yeah.
Call your dad. Might have to bring a tractor or a truck. Yeah, we better call for it. Like, it's like quicksand. Yeah, that's just not gonna work. We're just digging and digging deeper. We're close right here though, I feel like. Mason's been playing on her dad's phone. Her dad has some tractors and a couple 4-wheel drive trucks. So, oh, we got the Jeep though. Hey, the Jeep's here.
No.
The Jeep is here.
No.
The Jeep's got good tires. The Jeep has good tires. The Jeep will be fine. Go get the Jeep. That thing is dug deep right now. Oh man. If this one doesn't sell first, and I sell one of the other cars first, I'm putting some tires on this thing. Some different, better all-terrain tires, because that's the big holdup here. Like this back one just doesn't have enough tread to get us going anywhere. Now if you can't tell, I'm no four-wheel drive off-road expert here at all. But I dug us out of the hole a little bit here with some sticks, and I got some kind of bigger sticks here under the rear tires that I'm hoping might be able to kind of give us some grip. I highly doubt it. The tractor's on its way. But let's just give it one last go. Yep, never mind. We're just gonna wait. Here comes Alan to save the day. Thank goodness Megan's dad has a freaking tractor. All out of that ridiculous mess now. Next step before we do any more of that and wet, muddy nastiness is tires for sure. What a long, long day finally finished up here. Everything from cars and coffee in the Delica to snowy pictures in the Delica and getting this thing buried in the mud in the Delica. Number one thing I'm buying for the Delica, if it stays around for a decent amount of time, tires. Gotta get some nice all-terrain tires that match all around. The ones in the front are okay, but the ones in the back are just not good for the mud. So if I could sell one of these other cars, I'll buy some good tires for the Delica. But until then, just no more wet off-roading for sure. I am gonna wrap this video up though. Like I said, I'll have the pictures after this video. I'll post a few of them so you guys can check out the pictures that Alan took today. Thank you, Alan, for taking the pictures. Had a lot of fun, and I'm very, very happy that it snowed today so we could get those pictures of the Delica. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, thanks for watching.